Hi, I'm Nicholas Schultz and I'm 21 years old, and I'd just like to give a small snippet about my story and how I came out to my family. It wasn't a choice to come out, it was something forced because of something that happened and my mom found out. I was 13 years old when I had an encounter with a male, a boy my age, and she found out about it due to the boy's mom. She found out and she told my mom, and that's how she knew, and then she confronted me with it. Well, still have a diary that goes by the name of Gary, and she didn't read it, but after she confronted me, she was very sad and she was crying, and I was 13 years old, almost 14. And I explained to her, and she cried a lot, and I brought forth my journal and I read certain things to her and explained to her that this was not a choice by me. It was an urge that I could not control. And at first she told me that when I was 16 I have to move out, and it was devastating for me because I was in school and I was coming to terms with my sexuality, and I used to attend a church and I was trying to make things right, and it was very confused, and I dealt with discrimination in school to the highest level of being abused physically in school amongst classmates and children of other grades, and I couldn't focus, so I had to drop out of school because I was in class and the teacher would tell me things and everything just like she wasn't even there. She was like invisible. She was just speaking, but it was like she wasn't even there because my thoughts was elsewhere. I thought about a lot of things. I was trying to change. I was trying to make things right because my whole life I've been told that this particular lifestyle is wrong and it should never be. But luckily, with time, my family adapted to me. They get to know me, and the thing is, I was always different from a child, so they noticed it, but like most families, they choose not to follow it up. They always say that he'll grow out of it. So eventually they accepted, and at the age of 21, I can say that I am so proud of myself. I'm proud of my family that they accept me. Things could have been a lot worse. There's a lot of people, a lot of friends that I know that have it way worse than me, and I'm so happy that I was one of the fortunate ones to have supporting and loving family. They support me, they support my friends, they're there for me. I can take home a lover to my mom, to my family. They would accept them with open arms. So I'm just so grateful for that. And my advice, everybody have it different. My advice to people who aren't out and are thinking about coming out to their family or friends, I wouldn't say that you have to. What I can say is that you need to be sure. Analyze who is to be trusted, who could deal with it. It's your family, you know them a lot more than anybody else. So you should know what they could take and what they can't take. And as for me, I'm so happy, I'm glad that I came out, and what I go with every day is that if you're my family and you claim to love me, then you will accept me. And if you can't accept me, then you're not my family. You should love me despite, because everybody has these things and other things much worse than this, and they accept it. But when it comes to homosexual and gay, they're so offended by the very term or the very name, all because they don't understand. So I wouldn't say you have to come out. All I would say is analyze the situation, know what you're about, be yourself, even if you have to do it behind closed doors, even if you do it in private, just be yourself, accept yourself, know that there's nothing wrong with you, you're perfectly normal. It's a big world, it's a big galaxy. No one could ever know what's right and what's wrong. You do you do what makes you happy. Because when you try to please people, this is where you make yourself unhappy, and that's not a life you want to live, because years from now you can look back and you'll say, well, I could have done this, and years from now is when things could be better. We don't know the future, things could be really better, and we don't know the future, so you don't want to look back and regret. Look back at a life you lived to the fullest, despite people's beliefs and their way or their belief about your lifestyle. So that's a little bit of my biography and my past and how I happened to come out to my family. And it's a decision that I don't regret, because after my mom found out, I explained everything, and everything is, I won't say perfect, but it's great right now. So that's it for me.